Hello again, everybody. Welcome to Autographs TTM, and this is episode 5. It's nice to have you back, or if this is the first time here, welcome. I'm excited to do these videos. I enjoy them. If you know somebody that likes this hobby or somebody that's never done this hobby, please point them to my videos. Please hit that like button and also subscribe so you do not miss any future videos. I'm going to start off here with Steve Crawford. So Steve was a pitcher. He was actually not drafted. He was signed as a amateur free agent by the Red Sox in 1978. Played for the Red Sox and the Royals between 80 and 91. And the turnaround on this autograph was 34 days. I like that blue. Love it when they sign it in the blue. It's great. Steve was born in Pryor, Oklahoma, and he debuted with the Red Sox in 1980. He played his final game with the Royals in 1991. Just some final stats for Steve. He had a win-loss of 30 and 23. He had an ERA of 4.17 with 320 strikeouts and 562 total innings pitched. Steve was scouted by Danny Doyle, a pretty famous scout, and was signed with the Red Sox because he was a lifelong fan of Carl Yastrzemski. Going to jump over to basketball here. So Vernon Maxwell was a guard. He was drafted in the second round by the Denver Nuggets in 1988, and that same day was traded to the Spurs. So he did not play for the Nuggets. He played for 10 different teams during his career. There's not enough space on my slide here to put all those teams. And he played between 1988 and 2001. So a nice long career. The response time on this autograph was 39 days. Unfortunately, he signed in black, and it's really difficult to see that autograph. But I appreciate him signing. It just does not pop out there like any other color would. So, Vernon was born in Gainesville, Florida, and he debuted with the Spurs in 1998. Played his final game with the Mavericks in 2001. Final stats, he had 10,912 points, 2,200 rebounds, 2,912 assists. He won the championship 2 times. It was actually the Florida's Mr. Basketball in 1984. So obviously a good player, nice long career. Gene Garber. So Gene is a pitcher. He was drafted by the Pirates in the 20th round of the 1965 draft. Over his career, he played for the Pirates, Royals, Phillies, and Braves, and was active between 69 and 88. The response team on this autograph was 18 days. Thin blue Sharpie, looks pretty good. Gene was born in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, and debuted with the Pirates in 1969. Played his final game with the Royals in 1998. Here are the stats for Gene. He was 96 and 13 with an ERA of 3.34, had 940 strikeouts and 218 saves. A little note about Gene. In 1979, Gene helped prevent Pete Rose from setting a new National League hitting streak by striking him out at his last at-bat of the game, and that made him 0 for 4. So if you don't like Pete Rose, there you go. Next up, we've got Ed Romero. So Ed is an infielder. He signed as an amateur free agent in 1975 with Milwaukee. He played for the Brewers, Red Sox, Braves, and Tigers. And from 1977 to 1990, he played ball. Response time was a pretty quick 20 days on this. Signature looks good in the blue. Fortunately, his batting gloves are black, so it's a little tough to see there, but a nice signature to get back from Ed. He was actually born in Puerto Rico, and he debuted with the Brewers in 1977. Played his final game with the Tigers in 1990. Some stats for Ed: batting average of 247, 8 home runs, and 155 RBIs. Ed coached after his playing days for several minor league teams, even spent 2 years in the majors with the Astros in 2008 and 2009. He was signed by Milwaukee scout Felix Delgado and actually found him. He was 17 years old and playing ball in the mountains of Puerto Rico, and thought he was an excellent ball player, and so he brought him in, and they ended up signing him. We'll go for an actor. We've got Steve Guttenberg. So Steve was born in Brooklyn in New York in 1958. While he was still in high school, Steve studied under John Houseman. He had a program at Juilliard. You know John Houseman. He was a pretty famous and pretty good actor, so that's a nice accomplishment for Steve. His first big role was Carrie Mahoney in the 1984 film Police Academy, so you can see that photograph to the right there that he signed. That Police Academy franchise now has reached 7 films, and Steve appeared in 4 of those films. I have heard rumors there might be an 8th one that he may appear in. Not sure if I need to see that. He played the lead in Short Circuit opposite Ali Sheedy. So if you remember, that was a movie with a robot. That was one of his other popular movies, so that was a good movie as well. One third movie that he was in that you might remember was Cocoon, and that was an Academy Award-winning movie. So he did have a nice run with some drama as well as the comedy. All right, here's who I'm sending out to this week. We got Mark Stepanowski, who's a football player. We got Brian Mitchell, who's also a football player. Then we're going to do some golf. I have a nice golf set I've been sending to. Golfers are usually pretty good signers. Rocco Midati, Don January, Roger Maltby, Jeff Sluman, Ian Baker Finch, Hale Irwin, David Frost, and Mark McCumber. So all of these autographs that I've either received or sending to, I get those addresses on Star Tiger. It's well worth the investment. It's about $40 a year. But if you use it and you do this, it's well worth it. So definitely want to check that out. Time for something from my collection. I am a huge Carlton Fisk fan, not necessarily a White Sox fan, but a Fisk fan. So this is one of 2 jerseys that I have that are signed by players, but this is his. It's his Red Sox jersey. All right, identify the autograph. This was the one from last week, and it was CC Sabathia. So might have been able to figure that out with the CC there, but that was the autograph from last week. So here's what we got for this week. It is actually an actor. You might be able to get this one. I think you'll be able to get it. If you know what it is, go ahead and comment down in the comments section, and I'll reveal this next week. So definitely come back to watch next week's video. So thank you very much for watching. I truly appreciate it. Please visit me on Instagram at autographs_TTM_Bob, on the website at autographsttm.com. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe. I want you to come back. I want you to enjoy these. If you have suggestions, please leave them down in the comments, and I'll see what I can do to get that involved. Next time, may your returns be plentiful and your mail carrier think you're crazy. Everybody have a good day.